Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the ground with the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to pass, it's Mack. Quick strike complete. There he goes. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. Still on his feet at the 45. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, the offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Back to pass. Got a man, it's Wiley. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rodgers. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Might be calling a hot route. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Robinson. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
To the air, it's Mack. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus everything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. starts the drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Davidson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown tie. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Unloads quickly. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Here's the pressure. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Mack. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity to make a statement and get back in this thing. I mean, it hasn't gone your way early, but I feel like you're creating some momentum here. And a score, Jesse, a score makes this a fun ball game.
It would be huge, but it's on the offense. They have to look at each other right now in this huddle on the field and go, look, guys, it's on us to march this ball down the field, score some points, and bring some energy now to our sideline.
Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's reeled in. It's Davidson. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Going for 6. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
They're going to throw it on third and goal. Back's got it. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Scanning the field, it's Mack. Out of the backfield, he's open.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ward. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Grab near the sticks. It's Ward. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41. And a big pickup has this offense on the move. Alabama comes to the line with first and 10. They go to the ground. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
They'll try the run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. To throw, it's Mack. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes his man miss. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive routes.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets a block. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Wants to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And on that outbreaking route, really it's designed for the receiver to make the catch before falling out of bounds. Nice timing and anticipation by the quarterback on that throw.
After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds space on the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback.
Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
From the gun, the ground game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Auburn sends out the punting unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Alabama.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The delay of game pushes the offense back. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, create some running lanes. The running back, before he can go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got it set up on the outside. Runs through a tackle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling past and then kind of dodging.
Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Palmer.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all 3 phases of the game, they've been better.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give from the gun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Auburn lines up quickly.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. We're seeing it here.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The offense changing the play. Off play action. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Final play of the quarter coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25. No, it loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock.
Oh, a lot of space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And that might be a dagger. They've pushed the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The RPO, it's complete. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll give it to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Running through contact. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Sticks it in his belly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He'll take it himself. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Absolutely center cut. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Snagged in the middle. It's Simmons. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
Gets the back moving. Quick pass on the jet motion. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee.
I love the awareness by the defense there. 3rd and long, everybody in the building thinking this is going to be a pass, but up front, they were very, very aware that they might see run, and they did a really good job playing with their eyes. They rally to the ball, they get the TFL, and now they set up 4th and long.
The latest edition of this in-state passion play